We are starting this episode off strong. We are going to be making our own mocktails because today's episode is about the Sober Millennial. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
What mocktail are you making, or are we saying that after we make them?
Oh, that is kind of fun.
Yeah.
Do you want to do that?
After?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
We'll tell you what it is after.
Okay, so for my ingredients, I have grenadine, cherries, what's that? An orange, a lime, ice. Oh, and I forgot my main ingredients.
I figured there was something else that was supposed to go in yours.
Can you grab a Sprite for me? That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Got pineapple juice, orange juice, and then a Sprite. So maybe you guys can guess what I'm having. What do you got?
My ingredients are grapefruit juice, some club soda, lime juice, and then some agave nectar.
In a row.
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously I think do we do ice first?
I think I'm going to do ice first so it doesn't like splash too much, I think. Make it a little bit easier, I think.
Okay. There we go. Okay. So there is a recipe on this. You can probably find it on Pinterest or something like that. So when we tell you at the end what it is, you can look that up. I'm just going to guess what it is. So
Okay.
I think first what I'm going to do is some Sprite. I'm going to open the Sprite.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do the club soda as well.
I think most of
Because
it...
there's no rhyme or reason. Okay, it's going to explode again.
It exploded off camera earlier. Okay, I think
That's
mine is
very
going to be
bubbly.
mostly Sprite.
Well, it's so bubbly.
Okay, so we got Sprite in there. It's going to be most of the mason jar.
And mine, right now, I'm doing half club soda.
Cool. And then I'm really trying to be healthy here, and that's really hard when you do mocktails because there's a lot of sugar in them. That's why they're good. But I have a light orange drink. And it has less sugar and stuff like that. So if you can, that's the way to do it. I'm going to pour some of that in here.
Mine also has no added sugar for the grapefruit juice.
See, we're
as
on the
well.
same.
Yeah, we are on the
same
same page.
All right, so I'm going to fill that up with the orange juice, so it's at the top.
And I'm putting grapefruit juice basically to fill it now 3/4 of the way. Oh, yeah.
I should have that puncher thing. You know how back in the day when you'd put a triangle in this and then you would pour it out with the triangle? I do not have that, so I'm just going to open it like it's a can of beans.
And then I'm taking the lime juice next. I don't know if this is open.
I couldn't find pineapple juice that was in a container. It was
yeah.
only in this can, and I actually thought it was way smaller. So we'll see how this goes. It smells so good.
Then I'm going to squirt a good amount of lime juice in here. A few good squirts.
Oh, this smells so good. Okay, this is going to get everywhere, but I'm just going to pour in the rest is pineapple juice. I know. Should I do a measuring cup? Let's do a small measure.
Just pour it.
I know, it just gets everywhere. Measuring cup.
Do you need help?
There we go. No, we got it. I think. Oh shoot. Okay. Oh my gosh, I think that was the right amount.
Looks good.
That looks really good. All right, move this off to the side.
And now, I just broke this. I'm doing the agave nectar. Ooh.
My sugar.
Also just letting some of it pour in there to give it sweetness, especially since this doesn't have alcohol in it too.
And mine is grenadine. You know, the Shirley Temple flavor.
I think I'm going to top it off with just a little bit more club soda too.
The fun thing about putting this in my drink is that it's going to float to the bottom, so it's going to have this gradient of color. It's so fun.
Mine, you can't see the color, unfortunately, because I put it in this seahorse.
Look at that.
That's really pretty.
Oh my God, I love it.
It's like a sunset or sunrise.
Exactly. Any guesses, guys? Any guesses? Okay.
See, I would have guessed a sunrise or sunset drink,
Yeah, I
honestly,
know.
just because of the way it looks.
Okay, so then we have
umbrella.
some garnishes.
Oh, we need a garnish.
I don't really know how to do this, so I'm going to cut the lime in half. And then I think I cut this in half. And then this.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to do mine a little different.
Okay. I have no clue what I'm doing, so. Because I don't drink alcohol. And I don't order alcohol. Because I don't drink alcohol. Perfect. That looks okay to me. And I'll just do a little slit. There you go.
I'm just going to use your same lime.
Perfect. Right on the side. It wants an orange, but I don't. Sometimes I'll put an orange peel thing in it or slice in it, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to move it off the side. Okay. It smells so good.
I'm doing mine like this.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to put a little lime. I'm going to put a little lime spritz
Little lime
in
in
it.
there. Look at how fancy this looks.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh.
So.
Lost my umbrella. Sticking my umbrella, I think, in my lime.
This is my drink. And if you haven't already guessed it, I made a virgin Mai Tai. What do you make?
And mine is a virgin Paloma, which is like usually a tequila drink.
Your cup is so cute, though. I'm obsessed with it.
All
right, cheers.
Cheers. Hopefully it came out good.
I know. So everybody says yes.
I think mine needs a little bit more grapefruit juice, but it's very good.
Hello, childless millennials. We're your hosts. I'm Marissa.
And I'm Bethany.
And today, like you saw in the beginning before the intro, we are talking about the sober millennial life. I'm excited for this one.
Yeah.
I've been sober for 20 years, which is pretty much my whole life. I think in high school I drank a little bit before I met my husband.
You just decide not to drink, basically?
Because of him, basically, which is fine.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that choice. And I think there's other reasons that we can get into in a little while. But yeah.
Yeah, like for me, I don't drink mostly because it's only been the last couple years that I stopped drinking. I've gradually realized that any amount of alcohol makes me sick, no matter like how little.
That is
so
wild.
It's not fun for me because I start drinking like one drink and I get sick.
So it's like you're allergic to it?
Yeah.
That's wild.
And it doesn't matter what kind of alcohol it is either.
And before you were fine.
And before I was fine. Yeah, there were certain alcohols I would avoid because like wine, for example, gives me a really bad headache and I don't like it. I never have. But there were certain alcohols that were always okay. But then all of a sudden, within the last like few years, can't have anything.
So getting old really kind of messes with it. And I think that's what I learned doing some research on this is that the older the millennials, the more likely they are to not drink because I think it starts to affect them differently. Like I said, I don't drink alcohol, so I have zero clue.
Yeah.
But I have a fear of vomiting. So
yeah, it's not
usually
fun.
hangovers are associated with drinking. Not all the time, but I don't want to do that.
Yeah, for me now that I'm sick, it's like a couple hours after having a drink. I'm
couple
probably
hours,
gonna throw up.
Pretty fast.
And it's not even a full drink. It's like sometimes last time I tried, it was a half a drink, and a couple hours later, I was throwing up.
But as you can see, we can clearly still
out.
have fun, pretty drinks. So my Mai Tai is really good. How's yours?
Mine is very good.
Yeah.
I like Palomas because I like grapefruit a lot.
I don't.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah.
No,
I feel like people either love it or hate it.
Same with passion fruit. I don't like passion fruit either, but
like
I want to because they're so pretty.
They are.
They're so nice. What do you think that people want to know about being sober?
That it doesn't mean that we're not going to have fun.
Exactly.
So I feel like that's like the main thing when people feel like whenever I go to a party or I'm going out with friends and they're like, oh, aren't you going to have something? I'm like, no, I don't drink. And they're like, oh, well, that's no fun. It's like,
but it is.
Yeah. I was like, I'd rather not be sick. Thank you. And, other people, sometimes it's nobody's business why somebody doesn't want to drink.
Thank you.
Because also, the second that I don't have a drink, everyone just assumes I'm also pregnant. That's the other thing.
That's the problem about being a millennial because you're in the time period where you can have you're having children and everyone's like, you're pregnant. It's like, no, we're childless millennials here. We're not trying to have kids.
Yeah.
I think that we don't get invited out because we don't drink.
That too.
So I think that's kind of sad. I think I said
or we just become the designated driver. There's that too.
I mean, which is fine though.
And I don't mind it.
Yeah, I don't mind it either.
That definitely happens.
So like I think a couple episodes ago I said that I had this friend group. They were all mothers. So I got kind of pushed out, but also when we do go out, they all drink. So I think that's another reason why I was kind of like pushed out.
She doesn't drink, she doesn't have kids.
Yeah, but like just because I don't drink doesn't mean I can't go out and have fun. Yeah. The good thing is that restaurants are slowly putting in the mocktails or virgin drinks out there. And every time I go out, which is not often because your girl's broke, there's a lot more options out there, which makes me happy. But way back when, like in my 20s,
it wasn't really a thing
it would have been better to have it then than it is now.
To make it still be like, I have a drink.
I know, right? Like just to hold it, like nobody will ask you if you're pregnant or if you want to drink
be like,
something.
why aren't you having a drink? Why aren't you having fun?
I wanted to kind of really hone in on the fact that just because you are sober doesn't mean you're not going to have fun, and that you can't be invited out, you know?
Yeah. And it's like, I know so many people that they feel like, well, I can't socialize unless I have a drink. Like, I can't have a good, like, I just know a lot of people, family and friends, that anytime they're with a group of people, they have to drink. Like, they have to. And it's like, I never also wanted to feel that way either. Yeah. Like, I had to have alcohol or something every time I was with friends or whatever. But it is, the part that I miss is just being able to go to a restaurant or go to a bar, and if there is a really fancy drink that's not a mocktail, to be like, I really want that.
Because otherwise you're getting a Shirley Temple and it's just in a glass and it's boring.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I am also such a sucker for like little like umbrellas and things. I actually want to show you my collection I've had since I was a little kid. No, I'm going to dump it on the table. So this is since I was little.
Oh my God.
I collect stirs and Swizzle sticks.
Oh my God.
And I've had them since I was like 3 years old.
Oh my God.
And a lot of them are, because like my parents, so like these two I remember vividly, are from when I was like 5.
Oh.
And they came from the Polynesian Resort at Disney World when they used to have the luau there. They don't have it anymore, sadly. But I remember people in our party got drinks and they had these in the drinks. And I was like, I want those, so they were given to me. So a lot of these, obviously I couldn't drink when I was a kid, but there's ones from like the Wilderness Lodge. You'll notice a theme, a lot of them are Disney.
Yeah, I was just gonna say they're
this
Disney.
One's from Trader Sam's, which is the Polynesian.
Yeah.
This one's from Disneyland though. This one's the Disneyland one. I've got some, even like toothpicks, those kind of like became a thing too, just because
they hold like the cherries.
Yeah, and over, when I was a kid, I didn't drink, so a lot of times I would just end up keeping these too, like little sticks that go in like a sandwich. And now that I'm older and don't drink, I still will just collect any of them that I can. So if I'm with friends that happen to have a drink, or sometimes I'll convince them to get the drink that has one of these fancy stirs in it so that I can keep it.
Oh my God, that's so funny. I had no clue where you're going with this, and it's just like so funny. You have literally so many. How many do you think this is?
I don't know.
It has to be like 200 here. I feel there's so many.
There's even like a little pick from the Waffle House one time. Yeah. There's a lot.
Oh my gosh.
Some of them I don't know what they're from or where they came from, but some are like generic where they came in like a pack that I bought. But most of them came from restaurants.
That's really funny.
Like the majority of them came from restaurants. There is I think there's this Bacardi one I actually got from South Africa. We were at a bar.
And you drank the Bacardi?
No. Me and all the people in my group, we were kind of drunk that night, and I snuck around behind the bar and grabbed it.
Oh my gosh.
They had a cup of Swizzle sticks, and I just grabbed it out of.
So I guess the difference between me and you is that you kind of have a history of like getting, drinking, being a little bit drunk, and like having fun with that. Whereas me, I've never had that, but I've seen it, and it's just like, I can see how it could be fun on your end, and I can see how it can be fun on my end. So I think it's really cool that you have that perspective, because I ain't got no perspective.
College days, all whatever. It was fun, but now it's like, nope, not fun anymore.
Well,
because
it's like you were saying too. There's that societal norm. Like, we're expected to, graduate high school, go to college, get married, have kids, buy a house, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And we're also kind of expected to drink when you go out and have fun.
Yeah.
And I just want people to know that as a childless millennial, I think we kind of like write our own script, and we don't really think that we have to do anything that we're told to do. So
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Well, I did some research this morning about statistics on being sober, and there's quite a lot. Did you know that Gen Z is more sober than we are?
I didn't realize that until I was reading what you had put down. I had no idea.
I think that's pretty wild, because, I guess I don't know, because Gen Z is not using social media really that much anymore.
Yeah.
And they don't drink. I just feel like they're going in a direction that I kind of like. I think that's pretty cool.
That is kind of cool.
Yeah. 63% of millennials identify as drinkers, making them more likely to consume alcohol than Gen Z and baby boomers, which we kind of just touched base on.
Yeah. The 56% of millennials consider themselves mindful drinkers, prioritizing conscious consumption over habitual drinking.
Do you think that's what you did?
I feel like, yeah, like I was never somebody who like had to have a drink with dinner every night, you know? And I know a lot of people that's how they were raised. Like they grew up in a household where it was normal to drink every day. It was normal to drink every night at dinner. I was not brought up that way. Like my parents would have a drink every once in a while, like if they were celebrating, or like occasionally here and there, like if they really wanted like pizza and a beer or something. But I didn't grow up in a household with alcohol being something that was an everyday thing. And I've seen a lot of people I know who have grown up in households like that now are like that, where they drink every day, and it's become kind of a problem.
I'm glad you said that, because like kind of another reason why I don't drink is because like you grow up in a family that alcoholism is probably an issue, and you just don't want to go down that road, so you just stay away from it.
And once you see it, you don't want
exactly you don't want it. You're like, why is this? So you kind of stay away from it. I do think I'm a little bit of a black sheep of my family. I feel like I do everything differently. So if I did drink, I do think that I won't have a problem with it. But I just don't want to try it, and I don't want to go down that road. So nearly 32% of millennials report following a sober, curious lifestyle, which involves intentionally questioning their relationship with alcohol and often choosing non-alcoholic alternatives. I know that they do dry January or something like that.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
I think that's what it is, so they don't drink alcohol the entire month of January. And I think that as we get older, that's happening more and more and more. So that's pretty interesting.
That is really interesting. And in 2024, nearly half of millennials surveyed plan to drink less than they did the previous year, reflecting a 26% year-over-year increase in the desire to cut back as well.
So I think that goes along with growing up. It's like you get older, the less desire. Or
getting old like me and realizing your body can't handle it anymore.
Like all of a sudden you're mad allergic to alcohol.
You're like, oh, I can't drink as much, can't eat as much cheese, like everything like that. Just
I know.
Goes downhill.
32% of those drinking less do so to improve or maintain their mental health, seeking to avoid anxiety and low moods. So that's what I got, is anxiety. I don't want to be hungover because I have a fear of vomiting, and I just associate the two. So I really resonate with that one.
And certain like mental health will alcohol will make like your heart race, and it will make a lot of things worse. Or if you're also alcohol can heighten whatever emotions you have. So if somebody's already has an anxious state, they drink, they're going to be more anxious. Or if they're angry, they're going to be more angry, and so forth.
I know, that's why they have happy drunks, mad drunks and all that.
Roughly 69% of millennials worry about the long-term health effects of alcohol, and many would rather spend an hour at the gym than at a bar.
So I don't agree with that one, because I hate the gym.
Me too.
But also I won't drink, so I guess I would decide on the gym side.
Because I think a lot of us, though, overall are trying to be more health conscious. And again, I think that goes with age, because we're getting older, and we need to be more healthy. But that doesn't necessarily mean I think that people want to go to the gym all the time. But I think that like picking things like even the juices we use today that have like either zero or less sugar. Just trying to be more conscious of like what we put in our bodies.
Well, I don't know about you. Growing up in the 90s, I ate Kraft mac and cheese, bologna, hot dogs, all the processed foods.
We all did. Yeah, we all were just brought up with
because that's just what it was. Like was the 90s. Like that's just what it was. And I think that now that we're older, I've moved on to like organic foods and like that. Mind you, I still have macaroni and cheese. It's just real, like organic
I usually
cheese.
Use Annie's.
Exactly, same. Finances. 39% of young adults cite saving money as a primary motivator, as alcohol costs compete with priorities like travel, debt repayment, and emergency funds. So like I said, I don't know anything. I don't know anything about drinking. I'm assuming they're expensive though, because everyone they go out and like.
And depending on where you go, like a Mai Tai would probably easily be like $15.
Okay, I was going to say like $15, $16, which I think is wild. And you usually don't have one, right? Do you have a couple?
Some people do. Like for me, I'm one and done for most drinks. But a lot of people do get a second drink. That's kind of, especially if you're eating a long dinner that's going to be a couple hours. Like 2 drinks. It's kind of normal. But that's $30 right there, easily.
And today, in 2026, everything is so expensive. It's wild. I can't afford anything. So I can't imagine, you know, wanting to go out to a bar and spending $30.
And it depends on where you go. Like some places, like, yeah, maybe you could get a mixed drink for like closer to $10, but it's, you know, but depending on that, if you're at a nicer restaurant, you could be looking at upwards of like 20 something dollars. Like it really just depends on where you're.
I'm sure
where you're
Polynesian,
eating and drinking.
they're like $30.
Yeah, yeah. The most I spent on a drink actually one time. One of the first times I went to Trader Sam's Grotto, which is up in the Polynesian, the one at Disney World. When they first came out, they have like these specialty tiki mugs that you can get that come. And one of them is a big, like the Nautilus from the old 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Okay.
Well, it's from the movie, but also there used to be a ride at Disney World a long time ago. But it's basically the Nautilus, which is the submarine. And it's big. It's definitely good for two people. So it's almost like, think of a scorpion bowl.
It's like tiki port.
It's to share. But the drink itself was $42 because it came with the tiki mug.
Yeah.
And I really wanted it.
Yeah.
It's probably more expensive now. I'm assuming it's more like $50
inflation,
now.
Yeah.
But this was back in like 2015 or so, and I bought that for $42. Plus, there were two of us that split the drink, but still, yeah. So I have spent money on drinks before, but it's usually because they came with like a souvenir.
Yeah.
Because I do, if you guys are just new to watching us, you'll notice I have a lot of mugs.
As I just bring the same mason jar to every episode. I gotta work on that.
Yeah. That's my downfall. Besides these, it's the souvenir mugs and cups, and now my husband also likes to collect souvenir cups and mugs too.
Great. So you're gonna have a gigantic.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Many prioritize staying in control and avoiding hangovers to maintain productivity for work and family responsibilities.
So, in every episode, I think I'm just going to continue to say it. I feel like millennials are business owners. I think a lot of us are business owners. So I think that statistic right there is proving, you know.
And at least a lot of millennials I know, like a lot of my friends are hard workers. Like even if they're not business owners, a lot of my friends are pretty hard workers.
Yeah. We're afraid of losing what we have.
With the exception of some people I think can think of that I think don't care about their productivity at work and would drink anyway. Like there are a lot of people I can think of that don't care and drink and don't care if they're productive at work. But I would like to think, well, most of us try to be productive. But
that's funny. It's funny because my profession, I'm a wedding photographer, so I work weddings, and weddings are usually associated with alcohol, and I want to say probably like 75% or more, we're always getting asked if we want to drink.
Oh, I'm sure.
And first of all, I'm working. So
I get asked if I want to drink when I go to an animal show.
Okay,
like
that is
almost
wild.
every time I go to a birthday party.
A birthday party.
They're like, want a beer? And I'm like,
for a child.
For one.
That blows my mind.
I'm working.
I know.
with dangerous animals. I have to drive home.
Yeah, I know. I think that's
like, and I don't drink, but you know,
all
of that.
I guess yours I don't get, but I do kind of like the birthday aspect.
Like, yeah, they're at a party, they're celebrating. Yeah. Usually all the parents are drinking.
Yeah, okay.
And they just are like, oh. And usually it's, you know, instead of giving me a tip, they're like, here's a beer. I want
my money.
Yeah.
It's a tip. Let's see. So millennials make up 61% of all no alcohol beer consumers in the U.S. As of 2024. So I know it was a couple years ago, but that's a giant percentage.
That is a big percent.
Which I think is pretty cool. I guess I have one more here. Nearly half of millennial non-alcohol consumers are substituters, people who switch between alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks during the same occasion to moderate their intake. So I guess that's now, instead of just drinking drink after drink after drink, they'll have their Mai Tai, then they'll have a club soda, then they'll, you know, have a wine
and
or
when
something.
I first started to realize that alcohol didn't agree with me too much, I started trying, like, if I had a drink, I would also have a water at the same time, and for every like sip of my drink I would take like gulps of water, and
oh man, you're like, I'm trying to do this.
So it would help a little bit, but it's kind of like, I don't know, you know, everyone around me is drinking to like get a little bit of a buzz and stuff, and I'm like, I'm just trying to enjoy my drink and not throw up.
So do you have
it's not even like worth it.
Do you have any desire to drink?
Except, not really. So I've never even liked the taste of most alcohols. Okay. Like, honestly, like a Paloma like this, sometimes a real Paloma, if it has too much tequila in it, like I don't like it because I don't really love the taste of tequila.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of drinks where the alcohol almost ruins it for me because I don't like the taste of alcohol.
So I feel like I wouldn't like the taste of alcohol.
Yeah, so a lot of drinks, if I like it, it's because I can barely taste alcohol in it, or the alcohol is
fruity
like
drinks.
Fruity and whatever, yeah. And so, you know, and beers, I don't mind the taste of a lot of like lighter beers and stuff, but they're not drinks that I'm like, oh, I'm craving one of those drinks. Like for me, I'd much rather have like a Coca-Cola. I'm a soda drinker.
Same.
So like I'd rather that than the taste of alcohol anyway.
And the side effects of it, it's like,
so to me, there's no loss. Like being like, oh, well, it makes me sick, I can't really drink it. I've never felt like, oh, that really stinks, except for like this. I really wish I could get more fancy drinks, but I'll just make people around me get them.
So other than feeling sometimes left out because people think they can't invite you because you no longer drink, it's not really a huge loss for you.
It's not,
Yeah. So I used to feel that it was kind of a huge loss just because I wasn't being invited out or whatever. And now as I get older and
I feel like it's more normal now. So back when we were younger, I think it'd be like, you know, people thought of you so weird, like back in our early 20s. If you were like if you were 21 years old and you weren't gonna have your first drink, you know,
I know,
a little bit different than now, where it's kind of like, oh, well, that's your choice. But I do get sick of the constant like, oh, you're not having a drink, that must mean something. I'm like,
are you having
pregnant.
a baby?
I'm not pregnant.
It's so annoying.
Like it just happened to me actually like a couple weeks ago. Like it's a constant. So I'm like, I could do without that. But
oh my gosh.
So it's nice to have like a mocktail somewhere and then just pretend you're drinking.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
I just like hold it. I'm like, okay, whatever. People will stop asking me. I just have something that looks like it.
Because no one's gonna say, oh, what are you drinking?
Right.
You know?
But they'll say, why aren't you drinking?
Yeah.
That's
exactly.
So I think that the sober millennial life is becoming more and more of a thing for us millennials. I think that as we get older, our generation might completely just kind of cut it out as we, age. And I think that Gen Zs are the next generation, and they're already not drinking as much as we do or did. So I don't know. I feel like the alcohol consumption is going to get lower and lower. I think bars are going to suffer, but if more places offer...
Well, look at COVID. How one of the only things that was open during the pandemic were liquor stores.
Isn't that funny? That is amazing.
That was essential.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
But so I just feel like if more places have more mocktails, I think that that'll be, the next step in, the bar generation.
Look at this old Epcot symbol.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry. Distracted.
Cool. So that's all I got about sober millennial life. Is there anything else you want to touch base on about being sober?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll come up more again with some of our guests.
I know in the future that we have like veganism topics. We have
and
straight edge
if
topics.
any of you guys have stories you want to share, if you guys are also sober millennials and want to share what it's like for you or why you've decided to be a sober millennial, feel free. You can always send us stories and topics. And,
just anything. That would be really fun to read, I think. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Shout out to Nick from Killing It Entertainment for editing and producing this podcast. Follow us on social media, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and that's it. Tell your cats we say hi. So before we actually end this podcast, I wanted to just touch base on the fact today is Monday, March 23rd, and that our podcast comes out tomorrow. I can't believe it. This is episode 7, right? Episode 7, I think it is. Yeah. And so we've been doing this
for... I lost track.
Yeah, we've been doing this for like a month now, and our first episode comes out, and I'm really excited. So I hope you guys are tuning in for that. I know that this is weeks in the future for you guys, but I'm very excited. Okay, that's it. Okay, bye.